Hello, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to show you how to calculate the profit attributable to the investment account holder's funds when it is pooled with other funds. Here we take the case of Bank Muamalat Indonesia. The average account balances over the year 2013 is current account deposits 200, unrestricted investment account have deposited 400 million. On average, bank equity 200 million. But there is a portion of equity already absorbed in funding fixed asset. That means part of this 100 million or part of this 200 million, that is 100 million, is already used to buy fixed assets. So 100 million of the 200 million is not available for investments. Okay, and the policy of the bank is to invest only 30% of the current accounts for investments and financing, because they need the other 70% for central bank statutory deposits as well as to meet the liquidity requirements, because current account holders always come often and take out their money. Whereas unrestricted investment account, you can't invest 100% because some of it is required for liquidity purpose and some of it is required for statutory reserve purpose. They have to put some money in the central bank. Okay, and equity available for investments after deducting that amount invested in the fixed assets is 100%. So what we do is, and the profit or the net revenue, gross profit for the bank from financing and investment is 39 million, and this amount does not include fee-based services. I'm going to show you how. So this is the amount 39 million, the profit attributable, which we have to allocate between to the investment account holders funds, three sources when it is pooled with other financing, which is the deposit. Here we take the case of bank. What I'm going to do is actually the average account balances. First of all, calculate the amount actually invested. Of this 200 million, 200, that is current account deposited. The amount invested is 30%. Bank equity 200. So I'm going to multiply this cell, but there is a portion of equity already 200 multiplied by 30% in funding fixed asset. That means the actual amount invested is only 60 million. Part of the same thing, 200 million copied on the 100 million is already used to buy fixed assets. What it means is 100 million of unrestricted investment account of the 400 million average deposit investments. Only 360 million is actually invested. And the policy of the bank is the other 40 million to invest for only 30% of the, and of this is actually not right. Investments and financing. What we have to do is, before they need the other 70% for, we have to bank statutory deposits, take this figure 200 million, and we must minus the 100 million here, which is already invested in, come off and take out their money, and you multiply this. There is unrestricted investment account 100%. You can't invest 100% because invested. Some of it is required for 200, and you minus 100 you get, and some of it is required for. So this is the amount actually in reserve purpose. Now the next step is money in the we have to take the and equity available to investments after deducting invested. That amount, so we just have invested in the fixed assets is, so the total 100%. Invested actually, so what we do is 520 and the profit, not 200 net plus revenue 100 plus 200 gross profit, it is not 800 for the bank, which is from financing, and investment is 39 million. In this amount does not include. So how do you get the amount of profit? So this is the amount 39 million unrestricted investment, which we have to allocate between. You will have to apportion this 39 million over this of deposit financing, which is the deposit ratio. So what I'm going to do is actually invested. So for example, going to first of all calculate the amount actually invested. 60 of this 200 million, the total amount invested, current account multiplied by the total the amount invested is of 39 million. I get 4.5 so I'm going to multiply this one belongs to with this cell here, or rather source from multiplied by current account deposits. The actual amount invested because 60 million. Current account deposit. The same thing. I'm just going to copy down the formula here, unless you want to give them a hadiah. Alright, okay, this what unrestricted investment account here. The unrestricted investment account is 360 out of deposited 520. That is the 360 million is, and you multiply that by because the other 40 million is kept for liquidity requirements. And finally, this is actually not right. what we have to do is, before we make the calculation, we have to take this figure 200 million and we must minus the 100 million here, which is already invested in fixed asset, and you multiply this by 100%. That means all the whole balance is invested. So out of this 200, when you minus 100, you get 100. So this is the amount actually invested. Now the next step is we have to take the total of the actual amount invested. Okay, so we just have a sum formula. So the total actually invested is 520 million, not 200 plus 400 plus 200. It is not 800 million which is invested, but only $520 million in these proportions. So how do you get the amount of profit attributable to unrestricted investment account is, you will have to apportion this 39 million over these deposits in the ratio to the total amount invested. So for example, I'm going to take 60 divided by the total amount invested multiplied by the total profit of 39 million. I get 4.5 million. Now this one belongs to, or rather sourced from, current account deposits, although it doesn't go to them because current account deposited in Islamic Bank do not get any return unless you want to give them a hadiah. Alright, now unrestricted investment account here is 360 out of 520. That is a proportion, and you multiply that by the 39 million profit, you get 27 million. And finally, for the current